All right, guys, so this is actually appearing to look like it's getting worse. So in this image, you can see where this area was bad a while ago, and the 2026 map is aggressively growing half of the United States. And that's not it. Hundreds of Martha Vineyard's residents forced to go vegan, all because of this tick. And this is in California. I do not want to get bit by one of these things and never be able to eat red meat again.
In my face and my neck. I can't eat red meat anymore. I can't have any animal byproducts in anything. And it's in everything. This is alpha-gal syndrome. This is fucked up, man. Fuck ticks. I love to go hiking. This is fucking crazy.
It appears that this is getting worse. This is why I'm letting you know. And you're definitely not safe in city limits if they're falling from the sky. I don't know if you guys heard Joe Rogan, but he brought this up, whether you like him or not. I did a little extra research and found out that, yeah, it might be true. I'll show you right after this clip.
Watch that thing.
The tick thing is nuts.
Yeah,
especially
because of meat, because of Gates.
Well, there's
Bill
boxes
Gates,
people
not
are finding. I don't know if this is true because I've seen many reports on it, but I'm just going to say what I saw. That farmers and ranchers are finding boxes of ticks on their property. Now, I don't know if that's fake. I don't know if someone's setting that up to pretend they found these boxes of ticks, but there's videos of these people finding boxes of ticks.
Now, what they'll say is, they'll probably say they're sterile ticks and that we're planting them out there so we can diminish the population, is what they'll say. But anytime they try to mess with the balance of nature, it never goes right.
Is that what they're saying? This is
No,
where
just get ready.
that's
That's
what you
you're
think?
getting it right here.
I don't believe you have a right to go to someone's property and drop off sterile ticks.
No way in hell.
That's crazy either way. But I have a good friend of mine who got bit by the Lone Star tick and has that alpha-gal problem.
Yeah, a guy came out of my house yesterday looking at putting gutters up at our house. And he said, and I said, you did what? He goes, yeah, I can't eat any meat produced by a mammal.
Yes.
I was like,
yeah. So my buddy, he had it, and my friend Evan, so he had it for a little while, and then he did a bunch of treatments and got off of it and then started eating steak again. And he was fine for about a year and a half, and then it came back stronger than ever. And he just can't shake it.
It's been around that long.
Oh, yeah, he can only eat eggs. I mean, he's basically eating eggs and vegetables. That's all he's eating. And every time he tries to deviate, he has a horrible reaction. It makes, for people that don't know, it makes your body allergic to red meat.
Right, and who has got genetically made meat now?
Yeah, Bill
Gates.
So now the thing is there's a lot of controversy on this. There's pictures and videos all over the web, all over TikTok and everything else that you can see choppers carrying boxes underneath. And so I had to dig in and I found this.
So this forum post, and I'm going to put it directly on the screen and I'm going to read it word for word. It says this, quote, I work for a private charter company in Ontario, Canada. The company handles booking and chartering flights across Ontario mainly. We are paid to spread ticks by air. It happens twice a year, early spring and early fall. This year, we've been hired to do it earlier. The company receives the ticks in boxes. Each box contains millions of ticks. The aircraft used are generally single or dual prop aircraft, single pilot, and one other passenger that handles the dispersal. It pays a lot, and I mean a lot. Generally, the ticks are dispersed in several specific regions in Ontario, and it's always the same regions each and every year. Thus far. Last spring, the ticks dispersed were mostly American dog ticks. This year, they are all deer ticks, supposedly specifically bred to withstand cold temperatures. End quote. So that post was from March 16th, 2 weeks before Snopes said that this story originated.
Now, honestly, I'm sure a lot of these videos you guys find, some of them are probably AI created. You definitely got to do your research and sift through the sand. But if you look, you'll see tons of videos online of these boxes of ticks theories. And seriously, the last thing you want to get is bit by one of these Lone Star ticks or deer ticks that's carrying this alpha-gal syndrome. I mean, I don't want to not be able to eat red meat. How about you? Let me know in the comments if you think this is all bogus, or is old Billy G onto something, because he's definitely been involved with some tick game. And is this something that we need to worry about? Put it in the comments, let us know. And suddenly they can't even eat meat. Now, you guys may or may not like Alex's show. He definitely digs some things up here and there. You gotta take it with a grain of salt sometimes, but it'll give you a track to run on stuff for you to investigate yourself.
Where this tick wasn't even a few years ago, that actually work around cows, and suddenly they can't eat beef and get violently sick if they eat it. So when the scientist says, oh, you'll eat a little less meat, no, you won't be able to. Alpha-gal syndrome. And that's just part of this. So this is already going on, just like limes came out of Plum Island on record. That's killed millions and debilitated tens of millions. Invasive ticks have scientists spooked about new diseases. We don't know why all these new ticks that were already in the U.S., they just don't know why they're showing up 2,000 miles away from where they've ever been. They go, oh, it's climate change. No, they're dumping them out, and it turns out they're studying these ticks at research facilities where they're not even local, and Bill Gates is funding it. And that's not a far stretch to releasing them, because the scientists are saying we don't know how that moved 1,000 miles, 2,000 miles in a year. You know, fire ants got here in the 50s on a load of lumber that came into New Orleans from Brazil. They're an aquatic ant, live by the water, horrible, you know who they are. They kill the rest of the ants and everything else. And it took them 50, 60 years to spread across half the country. But ticks that magically have diseases that have never been seen before and aren't in those geographic areas. So A, they've got these new diseases, they don't know where they came from, and B, they're moving thousands of miles sometimes in a year. Newsflash, you don't drop a few ticks out and suddenly they're all over a state a year later. You got to dump them out. Well, it turns out in the 60s and 70s, the CIA did this in Vietnam, and Latin American countries destroy their crops with different insects.
So it ain't just Jones that's talking about this, it's everybody. Enough people to start scratching your head and doing a little bit of your own research, because something's going on. And like I said, the last thing I want is alpha-gal syndrome and to never be able to eat meat again. Now, I did a little bit of research. I think if you do get it, you're gonna look like that guy right there, apparently. That's what he says. But a lot of people think that maybe you can't eat meat at all. It sounds like it's just red meat. It sounds like you can still eat eggs, you can still eat chicken, and what some buzz is all about is get rid of the cows. This is another video that's going viral online.
They have no clue who these people are or what they're doing, but they're on our fucking top field. Who the fuck? What are y'all even doing? Oh, they're not even. Who the fuck? Literally, in our top field. Oh, there they go.
I mean, they're definitely carrying a box of some sorts. Like I said, a lot of things add up. They're trying to get rid of the cows. Even Billy G, he stated it publicly. Now, I haven't heard any uproar about the effects of this many planes running in our sky a day. But we have heard that the production of methane gas coming from cow farts, a greenhouse gas that's contributing to global warming. That's what's been publicly said. And I'm reading right here, Billy G has went publicly and said people basically should transition to a plant-based or lab-grown meat to reduce emissions. And I don't suppose he's probably behind all of the lab meat production and maybe partially banning all of the red meat and getting rid of the red meat eaters. I don't know, but you guys tell me what chaos you think it actually is down in the comments. All I know is I don't want to get bit by some probably lab-made tick that's gonna make it so that I can't eat red meat anymore. And there's a lot of buzz around this out there, so I thought I'd let you guys know. If you guys appreciate it, make sure you hit that thumbs up. We've got a lot more coming down the pipe. Make sure you're still subscribed. Share this out so people are aware. Keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing. We'll see you guys on the next one.